I got into route setting completely by accident. So my background is actually in nursing. I trained to be a midwife, and then I worked in occupational health. In my job, I used to finish at 2 every day, so I used to go and meet Jan at his work to test blocks with him. And one day I got there and he wasn't finished setting, so he gave me a T-bar and he said, "Here, set some problems, help me catch up." And I was like, oh my God, life makes sense now. Yeah, absolutely loved it. So I asked if I could keep joining in on sets. And eventually the owner of the wall said that he needed to start paying me because I was setting so much. So that's how it all kicked off. When I started setting, I could only name one other female setter, and that was Leah Crane. I think Emma Twyford, she started setting around the same time as me, but I hadn't heard of her yet. So I think with climbing becoming more popular, there's more females climbing. And when you've got more females climbing, there's obviously going to be more of a demand for female route setters as well. I think female setters tend to set in a slightly different style to guys. I mean, we can set what the guys set as well, but I find that females can be a little bit more sympathetic to who they're setting for, especially for beginners and intermediate climbers, and for young kids as well, especially when you're a mum. I think we need to be very careful about how we promote getting into route setting for females. I don't think there should be any different way or any fast track way for women to get in, because all that's going to do is cause resentment between male and female. I think essentially you have to be able to do the job, and you have to be able to work with these guys, and you have to be able to pull your weight. So I think the best way in is what I say to both men and women, is to get a job at a climbing wall with the understanding with the head setter that you're really interested in giving setting a go and seeing if it's for you. So it's always difficult to predict the future, but I can certainly tell you that when I became a head setter just over 7 years ago, the styles were very different. Holes tended to be smaller, things were more crimpy, it was more about resistance, and I've seen a complete evolution of styles, especially in bouldering. In the 7 years I've been a head setter, it's become more gymnastic, more dynamic, more kind of like parkour sort of integrated into the boulders. So yeah, I've definitely seen a huge evolution. But again, the future, it's hard to predict. As much as possible, we try to keep up with market trends. We talk to our customers a lot at White Spider, we're known, and Red Spider and Green Spider. We're known as being very friendly walls. We find out what it is our customers want, what they want more of. So we try to buy in holes based on that. Also, we want things to look pretty too. My partner is a climber and my kid is a climber, so it's very hard to find time to do anything else or talk about anything else really, but I love running. I run 2 or 3 times a week, and I also like crocheting. I crochet lots of blankets and table mats, and it's a crazy hobby, but yeah. I think I'd like to say a huge thank you to the spiders, in particular White Spider, the mothership, because I was hired as the route setting manager at a time where there weren't even really any female route setters, and the owner of Spider didn't see me as being a female or male. Gender didn't come into it. He just saw that I could do the job and he gave it to me. And so yeah, huge thank you to Steve, the owner.